What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, understand that here on this channel, I help men over 30 build lean, athletic muscle without giving up the foods they love and without spending 2+ hours in the gym. Now, if you want to do both of those things, if you want to be strict at home with your eating, if you want to spend 3 hours in the gym, that's perfectly fine. But here on this channel, I try to simplify things for you guys just to make it easier on your journeys, right? We're over 30. I'm 35 myself. It gets harder, all right? You just got to be more strategic with everything that you do. So today we're going to be breaking down one of the biggest fat loss topics today, a strategy thousands of guys are using to get shredded while building muscle. Now, I use this strategy all the time, especially when I'm getting ready for a bodybuilding show, because this is how I truly bring in that chiseled physique. Carb cycling. All right. We can say smart carb cycling if you want to. If you feel like you're dieting hard, but your body refuses to drop fat, or you hit the gym consistently, but your physique still looks soft instead of defined, this video right here is going to change everything. My bad. Got this Diet Coke right here. Got me burping and all that. But yeah, you know how we do. No cuts, no edits. We just gonna get right to it. Carb cycling is a simple way of controlling how many carbs you eat based on your training days. So think about it like this. You got high carb days, which fuel your performance and muscle growth. Then you have low carb days, which are for your fat burning. And then you have moderate days, which are for your recovery and your maintenance. Instead of starving yourself, instead of cutting carbs completely, carb cycling lets you time your carbs with your body's needs. Okay. Men over 30 especially benefit from this specifically because our metabolism slows down. It is what it is. It just happens. We don't process carbs the same as we did back when we were in our 20s. And we just need smarter strategies, not harder diets. Okay. Now, let's talk about why guys get stuck. Here are the top 3 reasons men over 30 fail to burn fat. The first thing is they're eating too many carbs on rest days. If you're sitting at a desk all day, sitting on a couch all day, you don't need the same amount of carbs you would on a heavy leg day. Now, the second thing is they're not eating enough carbs before lifting. When your carbs are too low before a workout, you feel weak, you lift lighter, and your muscles don't grow. Okay. Third thing is chronically low calories crash your metabolism. This makes fat loss 2 times harder and kills your testosterone. Okay. Carb cycling solves all 3 of these things. Here's the simplest way for me to get you to understand it, okay? High carb days are for your training days. Use these on heavy lifting days like chest, back, and legs. The benefits are field workouts, more strength, better pumps, faster muscle growth, full glycogen stores, which equals a higher metabolism. You need to be eating foods like rice, sweet potatoes, pasta, oatmeal, fruit, okay? And then on moderate days, your moderate carb days, those are for your light training or your cardio days, okay? More so your active rest days. Now, you want to use these on, well, I said active rest days, but not necessarily always active rest days, but like your shoulder days, those are small muscle groups, your arm days, and then, of course, when I said your cardio days. The benefits are the energy is steady when you have your moderate carbs in. Your hormones are stable, and this prevents you from binge eating. Now, let's talk about low carb days. These are the days that we all hate. Well, I don't know if you hate it, but I do hate low carb days. Low carb days for me, when I'm getting ready for a show, the lowest is like maybe 100 grams of carbs per day. Right. So normally I'm doing 50 grams before the workout and 50 grams after the workout. But these are your low carb days. Now, these can be specifically for your complete rest days. All right. When you're the only thing you're doing, sorry, remind me not to drink Diet Coke before I make a video. But these low carb days are for the days that you are doing almost no activity. Okay. Just a full on rest day, sitting on the couch, chilling out. Laying in the bed, chilling out, doing absolutely no activity. The benefits for your low carb days are going to be accelerated fat burning, lower insulin levels, better fat mobilization, and then improved body composition. Protein and fats are high on these days. Your carbs are going to be low. Now, here's the truth that no one really tells you, okay? Carbs don't make you fat. Carbs at the wrong time make you fat. If you eat 200 grams of carbs and sit on the couch all day, you're going to store all that fat. Or you're going to store all those carbs as fat. If you eat 200 grams before a brutal leg workout, you're going to be using those carbs for fuel, okay? That's as simple as I can put it. Now, there's a lot of science in between, under the weeds within that, but 20 grams of carbs in your system, and then you go sit on the couch, you're going to be storing as fat. And then 20 grams before a workout, you're going to be using for fuel. Most men fail because they combine their high carb days with low activity. It's not going to work that way. Now, let me give you guys a simple 7-day plan that you can literally I want you to write, give me some notes. Go ahead, get you a pen, get you a pad. I want you to write this down. I'm going to give you a 7-day plan. Very, very simple. This right here is going to be the perfect plan that is going to help you carb cycle correctly throughout the week. On Monday, I want you to do a heavy upper body day. Okay, heavy upper body, and I want you to eat high carb. On Tuesday, I want you to do a rest day, and I want you to eat low carb. On Wednesday, I want you to have a leg day, and I want you back on those high carbs. On Thursday, I want you to train some shoulders, train some abs, and I want you to eat moderate carb. On Friday, I want you to hit back. All right, let's get that Cobra back, and I want you to hit high carb. And on Saturday, I want you to do some cardio, throw in some HIIT, but I want you to be active, and I want you to eat moderate carb. And then on Sunday, I want you to be back on that rest day, and I want you back eating low carb. If you line up your carbs with your training, your body becomes a fat-burning, muscle-building machine, okay? And the part men don't know. This right here is what men just don't know or just fail to soak into their brains, absorb. Carbohydrates play a role in testosterone production, okay? Carbs play a role in testosterone production. Super low carb diets actually raise your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, and they lower your testosterone. It's terrible for muscle building, okay? Carb cycling lets you keep your hormones optimal while still cutting fat, okay? Now, let's talk about some mistakes. Here, I'm going to give you guys the biggest mistakes guys are making, okay? Biggest mistakes guys are making. They're dropping their carbs too low and losing muscle. They're having these high carb days without heavy lifting. They think they're heavy lifting, but they're not. They're just eating a bunch of carbs and they're going to waste. They're not tracking their protein intake. Protein is essential. They're changing their carbs randomly with no structure. So as the 7-day plan that I gave you before, they aren't doing that. Right? They're just throwing carbs here, throwing carbs there, and they're just all over the place, no structure. And then another mistake is they are believing that they need 0 carbs to get shredded. I'm going to tell you, you do not need 0 carbs to get shredded. I actually don't want any of my guys watching this channel to eat 0 carbs. All right? Carb cycling fixes all of these mistakes when you do them properly, okay? Now, this was as simple as I can break down how to carb cycle. This is as simple as I can put it. Now, I hope you guys stuck with me through it all. If you need to watch it back, take notes. But this right here is going to be key for you to actually build the muscle, drop the body fat, and actually get that chiseled physique. Like I said, I carb cycle all the time before my bodybuilding stage time, okay? Before I'm actually stepping on that stage. I don't carb cycle until I'm about 4, maybe 5 weeks out, and that's because I really want to drop that fat and I really want to preserve that muscle. It is so beneficial. It is so beneficial. If you don't watch this channel, if you have not seen my contest preps, I have tons of them on this channel. I have numerous videos. I need you guys to lock in and check those out because every video on this channel is going to help you. Right? I don't throw out garbage videos. Every video on this channel is going to help you. Now, if you are a man over 30, if you are 30, and you want to finally get shredded, build muscle, and understand nutrition. Sorry, you want to understand nutrition. I don't know why I'm stumbling over that word. If you want to understand nutrition, I created a 5-day QuickStart. It's the first link in the description box. It's free. 5 days. I threw in a bonus of 6 days. It's going to teach you how to eat, how to train, how to carb cycle, and how to build muscle naturally. Okay, it's giving you the basics. It's giving you what you need to kickstart your journey. And then I want you to lock in with me for some personalized training. Okay, personalized training is where you're going to benefit the most, because we will lock in one-on-one, and we will make sure the plan that we create for you is going to make sure and ensure that you get the results in a desired duration or the desired timeline. Okay, so if you're new here, subscribe, like, comment, do all of those things, guys. Videos like this come in every single day. So I'll pray that you guys keep sticking around. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Click this video right here and watch that one. I'll catch y'all later.